Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I clean all of my makeup brushes. So first, let's go ahead and start by what you will need. First, you're just going to need a plain bowl or whatever you want to use. Then some extra virgin olive oil or just regular olive oil. The next thing is some dish soap, something that's gentle enough to be used on your hands or something of that sort. And then this one is optional, but I'm going to be using a actual makeup brush cleaning glove, which you will get more into that in a minute. Then I'm also going to be using a couple Beauty Blender cleaners. These are totally optional, but I'm just going to be showing you different ways how I clean them. And then of course, obviously, you're going to need some dirty makeup brushes. I'm going to be washing all of my makeup brushes today, so make sure you have them all there and ready to go. And then of course, just a couple hand towels as well. So now that you have everything that you need, we can go ahead and get our mixtures ready and get all of our materials ready to go, and we can go ahead and get started. So first I'm going to be showing you how I clean my beauty blenders first, or any type of makeup sponge that you may have. So first, as you can see, I'm just going to be taking my dirty beauty blender and I'm just going to be getting it wet just a little bit under some lukewarm water, just so it's nice and wet and ready to go. As you can see, when you do get it wet, it does expand in size. And then for my beauty blenders, I like to use one of the two beauty blender cleaners. They have a liquid or they have the solid. Personally, I like to use the solid cleaner for my beauty blenders, which just looks like a circular soap. So basically all I do is I just kind of rub that around the beauty blender and really scrub it in there, and sometimes I will either lather it up on my hands like I am doing here, and then I will just kind of rub the beauty blender through my hands, getting really deep in there so we get all of the makeup out. As you can see, the makeup should come right out like that. Then afterwards I just do the same thing with all of my other ones and just rinse them off. Depending on how old your beauty blender is, there may be some staining left over, but as long as you get the majority of it out and it looks something like this, then you are all good to go. Now moving on to how I clean my face brushes, such as my foundation brushes, we're going to be taking that bowl, the olive oil, and the dish soap. And since I'm going to be cleaning all of my makeup brushes, I'm going to be using a good amount of this. So I do about half olive oil and then the other half the dish soap, so it looks something like that. And then for this, I'm going to be using that makeup glove that I showed you in the beginning. Basically, it has two different sides. The side I'm going to be using here is the face side. So basically all I do is I just take my brush, dip it into the actual mixture, then I put whatever hand I'm comfortable using, and then I just start scrubbing the glove on the face part.
Run away from here, just let me go away, just let me go. Run away from here, just let me go.
Once you feel like you have it all cleaned out, basically I'm just going to be rinsing off the glove, and I will be taking the brush and I will be using the rinse grooves on the glove, and then just rub it back and forth until it is all perfectly cleaned up.
You threw away all your happiness.
So then it should look something like this. Then all I do is I just repeat the exact same process for all of my face brushes. I really like this makeup glove just because it keeps my hand from getting all pruny and dry from running it underwater. And since there are little grooves on it made specifically for makeup brushes, it really helps get in all the hairs and really removes all of the makeup. If you're noticing that your face makeup may be looking a little bit cakey or you're starting to break out, it may be time to clean your makeup brushes, and I highly recommend getting a makeup glove like this to clean them.
Somewhere out in the cold, I'm searching for you.
And there are different grooves on this glove for a specific reason. So like big kabuki brushes you would use on the bigger grooves, and then smaller face brushes you can use on the smaller grooves of the glove as well. if anyone is wondering, this makeup brush cleaning glove was bought at Dollar General for $10, so you can try looking there, or you can get them at Sephora and Ulta, I believe. So go ahead and check those places out if you can't find a cheaper one near you. Moving on to how I clean my eye brushes. Basically, I just take all my dirty eye brushes. As you can see, they need to be cleaned really, really bad. And all I do is I just flip the glove over on the other side, which is why it has two thumbs there. And as you can see, the eye side is a little bit different because the grooves are a lot smaller, more defined to your eye brushes since they are smaller hairs and, less density than a regular face brush. And again, I just repeat the same process for every single brush, just cleaning, rinsing, everything like that. It's just a very easy process. And then another option that I will use on my eye makeup brushes, especially if they are more higher end, is I will actually use the Beauty Blender liquid cleaner. It just looks like this, and that little spout at the top, when you want to get the cleaner out, you just press down on it and it'll go up into that little cup. Then all I do is I take my makeup brush, dip it into the cleaner, and then I start scrubbing it on the glove, just like I normally would with all my other face brushes. This cleaner is specifically made, for beauty blenders, for makeup brushes, so it's super gentle. So when I have like a higher end brush that I don't want to use in dish soap, just to make sure that it stays good for longer, I will use the liquid Beauty Blender cleaner. This is not a must, like your makeup brushes will be fine. It's just something I personally like to do just to preserve my higher end brushes for as long as possible. After you have done that, you are all completely finished. All I do is I just lay all of my makeup brushes out on a hand towel to let them dry. Make sure that you don't start using them until they are completely dry, otherwise you're just gonna have wet, caked on makeup on them. For my other brushes, I try to store them in an upside down motion so that the water gets dragged out from the bottom. And all my other makeup brushes do just fine just drying out on the towel overnight. But that is everything I have for this video. Be sure to give a huge thumbs up, and I will see you guys very soon in my next one. I love you guys. Bye!